1 second. Then 27, journalist. One reason many people believe in extrasensory perception, ESP, is that they have heard of controlled experiments in which ESP is purportedly demonstrated. However, ESP is a myth, and the public is deluded by these experiments. For a prominent researcher has admitted to falsifying data on psychic phenomenon in order to obtain additional grants.
All right, so what is our conclusion here?
I would say the conclusion is, however, ESP is a myth and the public is deluded by these experiments.
Yes, and why are we saying that?
We're saying this because the proponent researcher.
Yep, a
admitted to,
prominent
like,
researcher falsified because there was this researcher and he falsified data to get more money. Is this good reason for us to determine that ESP is a myth?
No, because
Why
just
not?
because he admitted to falsifying data, because he's admitting to falsifying data on a psychic phenomenon, not ESP.
Right. And even if, let's say, I guess I was thinking like maybe I don't know enough about what ESP is. Well, it says extrasensory perception. So let's say that this is ESP data or an ESP. Let's say that this is an ESP experiment.
Mhm.
Would that, even if it was an ESP experiment, would that guarantee our conclusion?
No, because saying it's a myth.
You're thinking down the right track.
I feel like I would say it doesn't guarantee it, because just because he's falsifying some data doesn't mean he's falsifying all the data.
Yeah, or what if he is falsifying all of his own data? Just because his research is crap doesn't guarantee the conclusion is wrong. Like,
Okay.
I could say, let me think of a better example. Like if I said, many people think that the earth is round. However, Jermaine did an experiment and falsified his data, and and your experiment said the earth was round. So therefore, the idea that the earth is round is a myth.
Oh, okay. So just because one person falsifies it doesn't mean that the entire data set of it is incorrect.
Yeah, I mean, or his data all could be incorrect, but that doesn't mean that what he was trying to prove is automatically wrong. Like
Okay.
his experiment is not valid,
Mhm.
but this conclusion, but just because someone does an experiment and their experiment is false or biased, it doesn't guarantee, like, we don't just get to say like, oh, there's no proof, therefore this thing can't be true.
Okay, that makes sense.
Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and attack this flaw question. So tell me what you think about A.
Okay. He uses an irrelevant personal attack on the integrity of somebody. This isn't my favorite one, but I'm going to hold it because he does kind of
Okay, we can hold on to it.
Yeah, but I don't see the personal attack in this. He's just saying that his data.
Yeah, he false. Like, we don't say that he's a lying son of a bee, right? Like,
yeah. So I don't like that.
We shouldn't trust it, because this happens a lot when it comes to politicians too. So I don't want to get political, but I just think Trump's a good example. So Trump's tax plan is absolutely awful because he's not a nice person. Like, just because he's not a nice person doesn't mean that his tax plan is automatically terrible.
Yeah, okay.
But that's what that looks like. Like, we're just saying, like, just because I don't trust you, that means that whatever idea you're doing is automatically wrong.
Okay.
Okay, what about B?
It infers that something must be a myth from the fact that the general public believes it. I don't like this because they don't really bring up the general public besides just in passing.
Yeah, this must be wrong because most people believe it. So this would be like me saying, the earth must not be round because most people believe that it's round.
And C presupposes that in general, only evidence from experiments can support beliefs. In general, only evidence. I kind of like this one.
So do we assume that only evidence from experiments can support beliefs?
Oh wait, no, we don't.
And we're not trying to support beliefs, right? Like our conclusion isn't about supporting beliefs. Ours is actually about like, is ESP real or not?
Okay. Yeah, so then C would be out. It implies that all scientists who depend on grants to support the research is unreliable. D's wrong. I don't like
Now,
D
we
at
don't
all.
imply that all of them are wrong.
Then E overgeneralizes from an example of one deceptive researcher. Okay, yeah, I like E.
Yeah, so the questions we ask ourselves, does that happen? Yes. Is it a problem that we only have one deceptive researcher? Absolutely. So that's why our answer is E.
Yeah, I definitely feel like every single time